Hey everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful Friday morning. I apologize for the delay in opening the assignments for this upcoming week. I was out celebrating last night, my anniversary, so just kind of, took over, but I just wanted to touch base with you all. You're doing great. It is an 8-week course and we're doing a lot, so I really want you to know if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, let me know ahead of the due date and we'll figure everything out. But just wanted to recap what we were doing last week. You had 5 chapters. That will never happen the rest of the 8-week course, so it will be about 2 to 3 moving forward. During the 5 chapters, you had assessing your health, difference, disparity, and health, achieving health equity, promoting and preserving your psychosocial health, cultivating your spiritual health, managing stress and coping with life's changes, improving your sleep, my favorite chapter, preventing violence and injury. So each of those chapters, I hope you were able to learn something from them. It's a solid foundation for this course. A lot of that stuff you might have talked about in other courses. You might have talked about it in high school. Like literally those 5 chapters are that foundation level of just health in general. So moving forward, this week we are going into part 2. So we have, 6 parts. You'll have a midterm and then a final, but part 2 is creating healthy and caring relationships. So building healthy relationships, that chapter is going to be on, what is a healthy relationship? What should you look for in a healthy relationship? How can you identify if your friends or family members are in healthy relationships? If you did not know, October is Domestic and Dating Violence Awareness Month. So making sure that we are supporting others in our circle, how to make sure that we are in a healthy relationship, and making sure that those around us, are just aware of the signs if there's something going on in their lives. So hopefully you find that chapter very beneficial. Then you have a focus on chapter. We did not do the focus on chapters last week because we were already doing 5 chapters. So focus on for this week is understanding your sexuality. So for the focus on and chapter 7, I want you to keep an open mind. These are the chapters that your high school health class would have avoided, because that's what we typically do in high school health. But we are diving right into them. So make sure that you keep an open mind. There's a lot of information in this book, but we want to utilize the information to educate ourselves and educate others. So chapter 7 is considering your reproductive choices. So definitely maybe some stuff that you'll learn in here that wasn't touched in high school or you just learned on your own, but just, providing that data, providing the statistics behind it then. So you do have 3 assignments due this week. You will be doing the learning objectives or those course objectives that are, tied into each chapter. Same thing, you don't have to do every number. Make sure you're looking at, if it's chapter 6, 1 through 7, and you have to choose 3 or 4 of them, you choose those and then you put the number next to them. You will also be doing the learning outcomes objectives for the focus on chapter as well as chapter 7. You also have a marketing assignment about building healthy relationships. So, I put the guidelines in there, and I'm a firm but fair grader, so I'm not looking for anything that someone in a marketing department would create. Just looking for an informative flyer. So you could check out Moodle to find those logistics. Then moving on to the assignment for considering your reproductive choices. So you're going to do a 2 to 3 page paper analysis about what you learned in high school and what you did not. What did they teach you? What did they avoid? And how do you think you would teach this chapter in high school? What would you include? I know a lot of us went to different high schools. I went to a public high school on the south side of Chicago. So what I learned in high school might have been very different from someone who went to a private high school or who went to a high school in St. Louis. Maybe there was limited resources, or maybe you didn't have a health teacher. So really looking at how can we better our education system and, seeing how things change through the year. Maybe you have a sibling who learned about safe sex, but you never learned that in high school. So that will be the other assignment. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, definitely reach out to me before the due date. So homecoming's next week. totally get many of you live on campus, near campus, or you are part of our main campus community. If you are not, we're sending our love during homecoming week, but make sure you're getting this stuff done. Get it done before all the festivities, and just let me know if you have any questions, comments, or concerns. Good luck. You guys are doing great, and I look forward to grading your assignments and seeing what else you guys put forward into this class.